Recently, I've been putting together my ideas to really figure out what is the message that I have for people, right? I have this company here. It's not really even a company, it's just my business. It's called Grandview Success. I have this YouTube channel. I have this talent that I have in coaching and teaching. I run these classes, but I want to put it together in a message that can really explain to people and it resonates. So what I'm going to do right here in this video is more like a brain dump. It's going to be more like a talking, sharing my thoughts out loud. So right now I am finishing up a small course called Deep Dive. It is a 7-day mini journaling course that costs $7. Now this is a simple course and it's designed to really introduce people into what I do. And it's very powerful because it focuses on the main thing that I talk about and teach, which is discover the meaning. So I want to share this with you, and I really want to hear your thoughts and your feedback in the comments down below. But I think I want to get excited about getting other people excited about 3 questions. I want to get people excited about answering, who am I, what do I want, and why do I want it? I want to know what would happen if I get people excited about becoming introspective into who they are, what they want, and why is it that they want it. I really want to know what could happen if I helped so many other people discover the real reason that's driving everything they're doing. What could happen? What could be next? As far as I know, and I may be ignorant to this fact, but as far as I know, there's really nobody out there talking about meaning and the implications of discovering what things mean to you. I think it's a slippery slope trying to figure this out. It's something that you overlook so easily. We have incredible people who've laid down a foundation of talking about why, right? Simon Sinek, in his famous TEDx talk, Start With Why, in his book, Start With Why, is an absolutely incredible book to explain why some companies prevail over other companies. And even when I used to do sales, we would always train people to figure out their why. We would always tell them, make sure your why will make you cry. Otherwise, it's not big enough. But for some reason, even with all of this information about starting with why, getting clear on your motivations, it seems nobody really dives deep enough, which is what this journaling course is about. Deep dive. And I have so much bigger plans for this. I see a whole book in this. Right now I'm finishing up one book. It's called The 3 Mirrors Technique. But I really resonate with this idea of writing a book called Deep Dive and getting people excited about diving deep, getting people excited about answering those 3 questions. Who am I? What do I want? And why do I want it? Because when you can really answer those questions, right? And I think I should also provide a framework for that because especially when you start off with the who am I think there is the possibility to go down like a negative track or a negative thought pattern, right? I want to put down a track where people, when you're answering these questions, you're really going to be led to the answers that show you what is it you're doing every single day. And some of the ways I want to get people excited about that is talking about journaling, how powerful journaling is. I want to create testimonials. I want to see the impact of when people can get super introspective and they dedicate themselves to journaling who they are, what they want, and then why they want it. Also creating a space where people feel free to put themselves out there, maybe in a public forum, right? You can call my classes a forum. and then open themselves up for their own introspection. It's very powerful in my coaching session when people are able to figure out their emotional meaning, because I'm there to help facilitate that space. But I really want to know what would happen, what could happen in terms of my reach, in terms of influence, in terms of my own growth, if we really got excited about answering those questions. Who am I? That part has two parts. That question has two parts to it. Who am I as who have I been? And who will I now be? The second question, what is it that I want? Is baffling. How many people can't answer that question? And they think they have the answer to that question, but they really don't. They have no idea what they really want. And then to be able to answer that last question, why is it that I want that? So I truly believe if I can get people excited about looking for these answers inward, they'll find a reservoir of power that will allow them to create whatever they want. Because I believe that we are already creators, but most of us are unconscious creators. What if through this level of introspection we gained a more conscious, creative life? We are constantly creating, but can we become conscious creators? I really wonder about that. This is something I'm excited about. You know, I'm putting together like this business strategy behind it as well. I think this is a time where technology has really enabled the reach around the world. It's amazing how people come to my classes from around the world. I think it's amazing. And if I can really hone in on this idea, get clear in the message, I really believe there's something here. There's something about meaning. Everything that means a lot to you is what you value. These are your values. And if you could determine exactly what something means to you on the deepest level, you've simultaneously found the emotion. And although it's not like meaning hasn't been talked about before, it's not like finding your why hasn't been talked about before, it's just never been talked about through the context of meditation. Because what I have found is when people can discover exactly what something means to them, they found the emotional meaning. And when they can take that emotional meaning and transform it into an emotional trigger, which is an imaginal scene or an affirmation that has that meaning wrapped around it, they can use that emotional trigger within a deep meditative state and impress their subconscious mind with the feeling of that exact emotional trigger. The work that it takes to be able to do this, the level of introspection, it can be a lot. It's challenging. It's almost like trying to look at the back of your head without a mirror. But what if I can get people excited about doing the inner work to figure out what is it that I want? And then why is that so important to me on the deepest level? Let me dive deep. And when you figure that out, oh my, from what I've seen, it's amazing what happens. Your meditations are hyper real. It's so easy to focus on what you're seeing because it's so meaningful to you. It means so much to you. So like I said in the beginning, this is kind of a brain dump. And these are not ideas that I'm just considering. These are ideas that I'm actively working on now. Like I own the website, thedeepdivemethod.com. I own the website, deepdivejournaling.com. I already own these websites. Like this course is already coming out. I'm already working on that book. Well, actually, no, not the deep dive book. I'm working on the 3 Mirrors Technique book. But yeah, for the people who have been listening, really listening, I want you to comment down below now. Tell me what you think about this video. My name is Evan Yearwood, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.